Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the All About Favorite channel. I am your host, Pastor KZ, or you can call me Auntie KZ. Part of my moniker is You Win, I Rep. I represent athletic teams who won their games, and I select which one I'll rep. So the Green Bay Packers had a good win over the holidays, so I'm repping you, Green Bay, Wisconsin. Also, my jury is silver jury this week. Now, I wanted to ask you something. How you all really doing? Because we know the new year came in and some of you spent the holidays all by yourself. I had some really powerful emails that goes all the way back to Thanksgiving, and some of the same people emailed me for around the Christmas holidays. And you know what I found, y'all? There are so many people out there that need encouragement. So many people are despondent, they're discouraged. And you know what? That we gotta decide that we have to start doing the work so we can get over and leave behind the past year and make this year a better year. Sometime we all go through a season of dryness, but sometime you and only you can help yourself move beyond. I love what the 23rd Psalm say when David says, "Yet even though I walk through the valley and the shadow, even though I walk through," I always stop right there because in that verse, he is letting us know I am not staying stuck. He didn't say I got stuck here. He said I'm walking through something that is painful, something that is not so comfortable, something that is difficult, but I'm still walking through it. I might have to walk at a slower pace. He didn't say I'm running through it. Sometimes you got to walk and take baby steps through it, but yet you're making forward progress. So that is what this year is all about. From the All About Favorite channel and Pastor KZ and Auntie KZ, whatever you choose to call me, you have to walk through, sometimes taking baby steps. But you know what? Things are going to get better and turn around. But you know something? I was reminding of something in my meditation and prayer time yesterday. And it took me to a place in scripture, and I read a whole lot. And one of the things it reminded me, sometimes things don't work out the way you plan it, but it is still always going to work for your good. And in working for your good, sometimes it tears the whole thing down. Sometimes it feels like you're going through something, feels like you're losing people walking away from you, but sometimes it's necessary because everybody is not meant to go along with you, and sometimes there are hindrances and blockers to your next move, to your next elevation. So just keep that in mind. Sometimes it's for your good. So today I'd like to talk to you about aligning yourself with what feeds your spirit and your soul. What feeds, what nourishes your soul and your spirit. You've got to get aligned with those things. And in all of our lives, we do face challenges. Life is full of ups and downs, and that's okay. That's to be expected. And as we age, we must grow. We must grow. Things about us change as we age, and that's not just in our appearance, but things change in our mindset. Things change, our heart change about some things. And part of change means evolving, growing. You should not be the same woman or man you were when you was 20. You should not be the same person you were when you was 16. At some point, just as in school, you get promoted to the next level. That's how your life should be. When you move out of your 20s and go into your 30s, you should have learned something. When you move from your 30s to your 40s, you should have evolved. When you move from your 40s to your 50s, life is about elevation. There are a lot of people in their 40s and up who just have not evolved. And that's sad when you're looking at a person 50, 60, and 70, and their mindset is just not mature spiritually. They don't have common sense, and they're still running around conducting themselves as a person without wisdom. So you must evolve emotionally and spiritually. And what I'm saying is that you have to find ways to lift your spirit. You have to find nourishment. Your inner being needs nourished. You know what though? It starts with your mind. And please let me say this, and I want to be very clear about something. It is not selfish to love yourself. Somebody in the back missed what I just said. It is not selfish to love yourself, to take care of yourself. There is nothing wrong with you choosing yourself. Somebody you done missed what I'm talking about. You choosing everybody else. You putting everything else before you. You are making so many sacrifices over and over again. You are pouring into other people. You're pouring into your job. You're pouring into your relationship. But what about you? Can somebody just repeat this? What about me? I deserve love. I deserve happiness. I deserve peace. See, sometimes you got to look at things this way. Every time there's a withdrawal, it needs to be a deposit somewhere. Or eventually you're going to withdraw and withdraw until when it's time to go back to the well, ain't nothing there. That's what's wrong with some of you, especially women. Women by nature are givers. Women by nature try to make sure everybody is okay, everything is good. Women jump up to try to fix, and make people happy and do all of these things. And at the end of the day, at the end of the night, at the end when you keep having birthdays, you wake up one day and you feel empty because everything in you is depleted. You haven't nourished. You haven't fed yourself. You have not loved yourself enough to replenish, to refresh, to restore. And it's nothing wrong. Don't fall into the trap of, well, I don't want to be selfish. That is not selfish to take care of you. Now, you've got to choose yourself. And it's okay if you decide to cut ties and move on. Or let me say it another way. It's okay to let go of what is not feeding you. If it is not supplying you nourishment, then it probably is draining you. Yeah. There are some situations, some people, they do nothing but drain and take from you. And you know what? I keep saying this over and over in my videos that energy drainers, you should put up a red flag when you see them coming, because it seems like when you leave their presence, you leave their conversations, you are just drained. It's like, why do I feel so drained? It's because they have taken your nourishment and didn't feed your soul anything. Now, I will say this. Don't go around looking for or expecting other people to give you nourishment. You got to get that for yourself. You've got to want that for yourself. You ever seen people that you try to pour into, you try to encourage, you try to give them motivation and incentive, and you talk until you're blue in the face. And it seems like they never get it. And sometimes you say, we had this conversation 2 weeks ago. I've been telling you this for 5 years now, and nothing about you. You're not doing nothing different. You're still stuck. You're still in a rut. You're still going through the same issue. When do you get it? No. Guess what I'm saying to you? When do you get it? Do you get, no matter how much you want it for them, they got to want it for themselves. No matter how much you try to talk it to them and tell them and beat it into them. If that person don't want it for themselves, you must know when to walk away and let them go and put that in the hands of the Most High God. And understand, this just draining you. This just taking energy from you. When you need to redirect that and channel that and pour into yourself. You got to, let me say it. I didn't want to go here, but I'm going to say it. Y'all, sometimes it's all right to give some people permission to leave your space. It's okay to give people permission to go, because their season in your life is up anyway. Know when a season is up and be okay with that. Doesn't mean you part ways on bad terms, you're angry, you're mad at each other, but you've got to know this season is up. Evolve, grow, and sometimes that individual might not be conducive for your next promotion, your next elevation. In order to elevate, sometimes your circle got to change. This year, I want you to give yourself permission to love yourself. Give yourself permission to say goodbye to certain situations and certain people. It's all right to create space in your life and refuse to let someone disturb your peace. That's going to be an underlying theme this whole year, because somebody needs to hear that. Somebody needs to hear that. This new year, this have come in, prioritize yourself. And I encourage you to say, this year, change begins with me. Feeding your soul is like feeding your body. When you eat healthy, nutritious things, it causes your body to feel good. It sustains itself. It grows. Your cells, your levels line up. That blood pressure gets in alignment. Your pancreas start working right. You understand? Your organs start working right when you're eating healthy and having nutrition poured into you. It's the same thing emotionally. You got to nourish your mind. You got to feed your mind. Yeah. And sometimes even when you're eating, sometimes that means, I'm eating too much bread. I'm putting too much starch in my system. I got to let go of some of this pasta because it is not sustaining me well. It's causing disruptions in my health. So I got to let this go, or I got to lower my intake of certain things. I got to stop drinking so many sodas. I got to add more water. That's how things got to be in your mind. You got to eliminate some things and replace it with things that will be good for you. Sometimes, in order to grow, in order to be nourished, you've got to modify what you feed your spirit. And that includes who you surround yourself with as well. Who you surround yourself with. Sometimes you got people who do nothing but drain you. And you got to do better and align yourself with what feeds your spirit and nourishes your soul. Y'all, get yourself focused this year. I say it at the end of all my videos. Get focused. Find your balance, prioritize your peace. Things will go well. It's going to be a better year for you. At the end of the video, if I've said anything that may help you or help someone else that you can pass along, please share this video with other people. Give me some comments. The comments don't just help me. The comments may help someone else who watch the videos. Just hearing other people give their opinions and thoughts about the topics I use. So please comment, like, and share the videos. And if you are watching on other platforms, because my videos are not just on YouTube, but I have videos on Instagram and videos on Facebook. I also have videos on TikTok. So please, if you watch me on other platforms, always return back to my YouTube channel and hit the like button. And also, if you have not subscribed, subscribe. It's free. It won't cost you anything. Just subscribe, okay? And share the videos. And to my current subscribers and supporters, thank you all so much. You continue to support this platform, and I so appreciate it. Y'all, be well. Your wellness is important. Your peace is important. I will see you back tomorrow. Have a wonderful day.